Greetings to our friends at WSOC Charlotte. It's Mike O'Connor with this week's video metrics update. Now, the metrics PDF that Lee has sent you an email, that represents your cumulative metrics since the teas began. What I'm showing you here is sort of in isolation how the campaigns are performing just this week. So since Monday, since your contest actually began. Remember, we were teasing, I think, Thursday through Sunday of last week, and I'll show you how each individual ad is performing. But as you can see, and this is never any surprise, the closer we get to fans of country music, the better your campaigns do. Of course, we have our core campaign here, which we call our baseline campaign. If you are hiring us to do direct mail, this is probably where we'd be mailing. It's your zip codes to the 80% AQH level for you and the cat, and against women 25 to 39. And you can see we've reached, just this week, 16,000 of those folks with an average frequency of about 1.3, producing a click-through rate of just under 1. Now that just under 1 is probably because of the 1.3 exposure. So as people start seeing the ad for the second time, hey, if they click through it on the first time, they're not as likely to click on it again. This is not a promotion that requires any registration, so this is straight to air. But you'll see that from the core campaign, as we get higher up and closer to country music, the click-through metrics get slightly better, though the differences really between any of these campaigns is not that appreciable. I want to point out this one because normally we'll run ads as sponsored stories within campaigns, but we see over time these campaigns perform really well. It takes a while first because friends have to see an ad, react to it, and their friends have to see the ad and react to it. And so this is a campaign, the success of which builds up over time. This becomes a bigger universe because as more people click on the ads, more of their friends in hot zips who are female, who are 25-39, see them. So you can see that's a pretty tough bar. And right now the click-through rate isn't great, but our sample size is really very small. So check back with me in a couple of weeks. We decided to isolate sponsored stories into its own separate campaign and give it a dedicated campaign budget, which will keep minimal until we're given proof that it performs at or above the core campaign. Contest and research campaign is also underperforming. That's something that, we've seen it in a couple of markets this week, but it's not what we normally see. But again, we're talking about a smaller sample size and really a almost insignificant difference between these campaign performances. In terms of the ads, we started here with a tease ad that we ran Thursday through Monday morning, and this ad performed at about a 1.12 click-through rate. This ad, which has the smaller graphics with more different prizes, performed about the same as your tease ad, again 1.2. This ad, with the bigger photos of country artists, this is where we jumped, and we performed at around a 1.4% click-through rate. So my takeaway to you is larger photos of more desirable things rather than trying to put everything into the photo is probably a better idea. Though frankly, your art is really all about kind of implying that we're playing concentration. So you have to kind of give people an idea of the game you're playing. But we're getting some decent likes on these ads as they get exposed. And most importantly, your promotion is really just getting started. We're only in, as I tape this, you're 4 days into it. So we should start seeing the metrics even take off from here. And you've already kind of given us what was going to be our requested next best practice, which is winner photos. And you've done that. And we love the guy with the stack of CDs. He's going to work out just great. And we'll plug him in and make him one of the creative updates for next week. Just while you're thinking about it, because your campaign is, it's not that long, video works wonders. It will triple or quadruple the response rate that we see when we use pictures and graphics, or plain text. So think videos. Think about your morning guy, even if it's just your morning guy doing a bit with a winner, because I think this bit is kind of fun, right? Where you have to kind of pick two squares and if they match, the winner wins. People love to peek behind the scenes at radio stations, so don't be afraid to shoot on iPhone. Broad aspect ratio, a 30-second clip of your morning guy doing the bit, doing country concentration with a player at one of your appointment times, or one of your other personalities. It doesn't have to be the morning guy. we'd love to see that and plop it into Facebook so I can show you how good those metrics are, because we're starting to do what I like to call social TV campaigns for some clients that have actually hired video editors, and they've actually shot and cut together spots. Again, they don't really need to look like commercials. They need to really look like bits. They have to be content before they're actually commercials for your radio station. That's what tends to work best. So this, again, just the statistics for this week. Overall, I'm going to leave you by showing the accumulated statistics itemized by campaign, which you also have attached in your PDF. But here you go. And I'll leave this up on the screen before I shut the video off.